Another video. Today we are doing a yo-yo beginner's guide video for all of you that may have a new yo-yo but just trying to figure it out. So today I'm going to be using the Spin Star from the Yo-Yo Factory. It is a non-reactive yo-yo, so I have to when I throw it, it just sleeps. And yeah, so let's get right into the video. Okay guys, the first trick that we're going to learn is called a sleeper. Well, actually, before we even get into that, I'm going to show you guys how to tie a knot on your yo-yo so that you guys can begin doing tricks as soon as you got this down. So I have my string right here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this string right here and you're going to put it through the middle like that. And you should end up with something like that. Like 2 strings at the bottom and 1 string on the top like that. And now you're going to slide your middle finger of your dominant hand through. And if you did it correctly, if you just pull on this cord right here and maybe push it up, it should be snug onto your finger. And now you're ready to begin your tricks. And so the first trick we're going to learn is called a sleeper. What you're going to want to do whenever you do any trick, usually with a yo-yo, you'll see the string, it should be coming from the top of the yo-yo. You see how it's coming from the top, not the bottom? Because if it's on the bottom, it can't roll off your finger. It'll get stuck. But if it's on the top, it'll just roll off. So make sure it's on the top. And then what you're going to want to do is kind of cup it in your hand like this. You can hold it however you want. And put it like you're flexing like this. And then you're just going to snap your wrist. Oh. And sometimes I mess up too. Just make sure it's on the top. You got your arm, make sure it's totally straight, and you can snap your wrist, and you got yourself a sleeping yo-yo. But some troubleshooting, if your yo-yo starts to lean like mine is, that means you threw it wonky. And you have to, when you throw your yo-yo, it has to be perfectly straight so that everything will just go smoothly. So that is called the sleeper. Now let's get into make sure you have a really good sleeper before you move on to these next tricks. So pause the video or something and get really good at just continually sleeping and popping it up like that. As you can see, I snap my wrist and it just spins at the bottom like that. And if you have any trouble with any of it, just leave a comment and I will reply to your comments on any problems that you might have. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a comment on what you think some of our future videos should be so I can get some ideas. Okay, now the next trick, if you have your sleeper basically down, now the next trick you're going to want to do is called walk the dog. So here we go. Okay guys, so this trick is called the walk the dog. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to once you have your sleeper down, what you're going to do is you're going to stand up and you're going to get your sleeper going and you're just going to set it on the ground and then it's going to roll forward like that. So you're pretty much just putting a sleeper and then walking it off and then just putting the yo-yo on the ground and snapping your wrist back up to get the yo-yo back up. So you have that was crazy, my dudes. Okay, so you're just pretty much, you have your sleeping yo-yo and you're just going to put it on the ground and walk the dog and then snap your wrist and it'll come right back up. And this is one of the easiest tricks you can do. And so just master that and you'll be ready for the next trick. Okay guys, so we're back up on the top right here. And we're going to do a trick that's called the UFO. And you heard me talking about this earlier, where when you have to do it perfectly straight for a sleeper to stay. But for this, you're going not want to make it straight. You're going to either want to throw it like that, kind of like that maybe, or like that. That's kind of weird. I would suggest throwing it like, not like you're throwing a frisbee, but like diagonal, if you know what I mean. Like that. And then it'll become a UFO. And then, yeah. For the UFO, most of the time, unless you're really good, you'll be, most of the time you'll have to rewind it like this. And in a little bit, I'm going to show you guys the trick to where you'll never have to wind your yo-yo again. You can just do something to pull it up. But for now, you'll probably just have to wind it up to do it. And it's a pretty cool trick to do in your yo-yo thing. It's very simple trick, but it's very effective. Like if you're doing like a show, like you're showing off to somebody and you want to show them a cool trick that just looks cool. And then I would suggest just doing the UFO. Okay, let's get into the next trick. Okay, so this is gonna how you want to wind up your yo-yo. So you're gonna put your yo-yo kind of like right here. Look how my yo-yo is. It's kind of like diagonal. You can see the string right here. You see where my thumb is kind of twitching? That's where the string is. And you kind of just like put your two fingers, how the string is in the middle between my two fingers like that. You're going to put it like there. And you're just going to pull it up. And then it's going to wind most of the way for you. And you can just... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so if you mess up a trick or something, it's a really easy step to just like wind it back up. Let's say I messed up. I'll be like, oh, no deal, no big deal. Wind it up a little bit, and now I can just finish it off. So let's get into the next trick. So this trick is called either around the corner or elevator. No matter what you call it, it's a pretty hard trick, but I mean, if with enough practice, you can do it too. So you're going to start off with your string coming from the top. Get your sleeper. Oh, he did not want to sleep. Oh my goodness gracious. Excuse me, sir, we're on live television right now. Technical difficulties. Okay, guys, so I'm back. What the heck? Okay. So once you have your sleeper... Oh, I just figured this out. Okay, so you have your sleeper. You're going to kind of put your... That was a miniature version. So once you have your sleeper, you're going to put your elbow around, so it's right there, and kind of... Once you have to have a pretty fast yo-yo to do this trick, a pretty fast sleeper, because it needs to have a lot of power. So let me see if I can get a... Holy moly. Why? Okay. Okay, so once you have your fast sleeper, you're going to put it on the corner, yank your thing, it's going to come over, and then it's going to come back up to your hand. That's called around the corner or the elevator. So put your elbow around, yank it, it's going to come over, and then pull it back. So pretty much you're just going to start with it's coming from the top, get your sleeper going, and you're going to take your elbow and you're going to put it on the inside, like right there. Okay, so you put your elbow on the inside, and when you tug, the yo-yo always wants to come back to where your finger is. So when you tug it, it's going to come over, and then you just yank it up. And so, yeah, let me just do our trick that we learned earlier. There we go. And I mess up too sometimes, so don't judge me. I'm not a professional. And if you want to learn more tricks, go check out other channels. And if you need a little bit more tug, you can tug it, and that will also bring it back up to the top too, if you want to give it a little tug. And so, yeah, that is called around the corner or elevator, whatever you want to call it. And let's go to, I think that's like the basic tricks. Like if you're just starting out. Oh wait, one more. We're gonna do rock the baby, and then this video is gonna be over. So here we go. So you're gonna want to get your sleeper. But an easier way to do it is to just have your yo-yo just like down here. Like start by just, and so let's say you got your sleeper and you're down here now. I don't have a sleeper. It's easier to practice when you don't have it going. So you have it now. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to grab. You're gonna want to pinch kind of in the middle-ish and bring it down and pinch these two. So I had one string. I'm going to pinch the middle-ish, but I still want to leave room in between where I'm pinching. So now I'm pinching, and then you're going to bring this down like that, and then you can just rock it, and then it's just rocking the baby back and forth through the middle. Now, once you've practiced getting your finger work, what does finger working mean? Your finger movements down. Then you can go into the actual movements of the thing. So you got your thing, you got your yo-yo. Okay, you're going to grab the string, bring it down, and then just through the middle. And then boom, you have rock the baby. And yeah, so those are the basics of doing yo-yoing. And if you want to see more, make sure to go check out other yo-yo channels. And there's just one more trick. This trick is very dangerous, so make sure you have an open area. And you can pretty much, instead of doing with your palm up with the thing, you're going to grab it and you're going to flip your hand over like that. And when you bring the yo-yo past your hip, you're going to let go like that. So. And then you can grab it back. So yeah, like that. And then, yeah. So thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe if you are new. Because we post all types of stuff on this channel. And these are just one of the stuff that we do. And so, yeah, see you guys in the next video. Wow!